Grab your project, let's settle in and see what sins have been committed in the Church of Sparkles. Hello, my dark and creepy little crafters. Welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Diamond Painter, the series where we gather around the glow of a light pad, clutch our pins like emotional support animals, and confess things that we probably shouldn't admit out loud. Now, before we begin, I need everyone to remember the rules. Rule number 1, we do not judge. Rule number 2, we absolutely do judge, but only lovingly. And rule number 3, if you hear yourself in one of today's confessions, no, you didn't. Today's confessions are based on real stories and real discussions shared by diamond painters throughout the community. Names have been omitted to protect the guilty, the stash hoarders, and those people currently hiding new canvases from their spouses and family. So grab your project, let's settle in and see what sins have been committed in the Church of Sparkles. While we discuss our confessions, the canvas I'll be working on today is a budget canvas. It is from my /The Stash Diamond Painting Challenge. This is the movie extra number 2, voted next on the chopping block by our paid channel members. And I'm going to peel away the cellophane so that you can see the image in all its terrible rendering glory. Let's move that white so you can get a real good look at this little charmer here. We do have a zombie Santa with a zombie Rudolph sleigh situation, and that's what we'll be working on predominantly down here in this wonderful brainless color blocking area. So let's zoom in and dive in. Let's see, how well can I check my notes and diamond paint at the same time? Spoiler, not very good. Whee! All right, let's go. Confession number 1. I don't even like finished diamond paintings. Let that one sink in for a second. All right, so our confessor comes in hot and heavy. Dear Mushy, I've been diamond painting for years. Welcome to the club. Yay. And I own enough kits to survive an apocalypse. Same girl, same. They say I spend hours every day placing drills. And here's the thing. I don't actually like finished diamond paintings. The confessor goes on to say, I love the process. I love opening a new kit. I love kitting up and organizing the colors. Heck, I even like placing the drills. You know, and I love watching the image appear before my eyes. Well, don't we all? That's part of the fun of it. Okay, where's the confession? Bring it. Yeah, but once it's done, I really don't care about the painting anymore. Once I've finished my canvas, I just kind of stuff it in a portfolio or a drawer somewhere and start the next one, like immediately. Honestly, I understand this because if we're being completely honest, how many of us are actually in this hobby for the final product? Think about it. Most of us don't have enough wall space to display everything we've completed. Some of us finish 50, 60, 70 canvases, and some of you out there are finishing more canvases in a year than an average home has walls. Admit it, you know you do, right? I can't be the only one that's you're like constantly looking for more wall real estate, maybe switching some things out. I can't be the only one, and neither can this confessor that has a portfolio of hidden treasures under the bed or under the dresser, right? For many of us, the finished canvas isn't the real reward. the processes. The reward is the quiet, the focus, and watching your brain stop screaming at you for a few hours. So here's what I want to know. Are you here for the art, or are you here for the process of creating art? Because I suspect a lot of us are secretly process people. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you one of these dirty sinners who get and collect all these diamond paintings and you even do them? But as soon as they're done, you're just kind of like shuffling it away into a little cubby somewhere and moving on to the next. And what are you going to do with those hidden portfolios? Do you pull them out when you have company like they're a photo album? Well, while I cook dinner, here you go. Peruse through my portfolios of art. Do you... I'm kind of tired, but I'm not ready to go to bed yet. Let me just pull out my secret finished stash and flip through the pages while I, settle into bed and try to get tired enough to go to sleep. Like, what do you do with the diamond paintings that you stash away that you finished? Or do you find room in your house? Every wall has a completed, is it wallpaper? Do you wallpaper your house with diamond paintings? At this point, my house is getting that way, to be honest, because I do so many that I love and I want to see them. So we sometimes have to shuffle things around and to readjust, relocate, but there's only so much wall in this house. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start decorating the outside of my house. Anybody have a good sealer for outdoor diamond paintings? I'm sitting here with my comments. I'm teasing in large part, kind of poking the bears out there. Honestly, creative hobbies like this, sometimes I don't know, guys. It doesn't have to be, produce something useful. Sometimes it can just be about the process and how it makes us feel during the process. I'm just kind of curious because I know I see people hauls and say, I just bought these 12 monstrous diamond paintings. Okay, I swear I'm going to do them. And you even see people do them, but I'm so curious what happens when they're done because, like I said, there's only so much wall. Take it from someone who's diamond painted for 6 or 7 years now. The people in your life, friends, families, churches, organizations, shelters, everywhere that you can think of to donate some of your finished canvases. If you're one of the process people, you like to do it, but you don't really want it or have room for it in your house. Eventually, if they haven't already, people are going to tell you to stop gifting them. They're going to become like you. Listen, I don't have the wall space. I can't have any more of this in here. Thank you for your donation, but this one we're going to have to pass. We're running out of space. So what else is there to do? What do you guys do with your finished canvases? Do we stuff them in portfolios in a hidden spot? I'm talking about after you've, used up all of your gifting. The people you gift don't want any more either. So what do you do? Curious. I would love to know. All right, let's move on to our second confession. Confession number 2. My cat chose violence. Oh, I bet some of you already just are like, ding, I bet I know who this is from. My cat chose violence. The next confession begins, Dear Mushy, everything was perfect. Everything. I already know how the story ends and it's not going to be good. You put cat and everything was perfect, there's badness ahead. Nothing good ever follows that phrase, everything was perfect. So anyway, everything was perfect. The confessor continues, I had spent hours sorting my drills. Every color was labeled, every container perfectly organized, and everything was arranged exactly how I wanted it. Until my cat, in a flurry, like missile-like action, dove into my preparation space. And listen, the cat didn't walk. It didn't enter. It arrived like a natural disaster into my crafting paradise, my organization area with my drills. And the writer goes on to say, my cat launched onto the table, knocked over everything. Hundreds of colors, thousands of drills, complete chaos. 3 hours of sorting. Only 3? 3 hours of sorting instantly erased. My bad. I should have finished reading their sentence. I thought they were going to say 3 hours of cleaning up. And I'm like, only 3? That sounds like 30. That sounds like a vacuum and a scrap to me, to be honest. But they had spent 3 hours meticulously sorting their drills and their labeling their kits and containers, and just gone. Just instantly erased by a fur beast. We've all been there. Well, those of us, I can't say we've all been there. Those of us with pets have been there, and arguably, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to compare your children to cats and dogs and other animals, but sometimes they behave all kind of crazy and wild like a words are hard, like a wild animal, and can cause just as much damage. So let's go ahead and lump those little crotch goblins in the mix here, shall we? We've all been there. We've all had that companion that has destroyed all our hard work in an instant. So now listen, I have fostered cats, but I don't have a permanent home cat. But I do know enough cat owners, looking at you, Kristen, to know that this was not an accident. It was a calculated attack. Cats can see organization the way vampires see garlic, and they simply will not allow it. Tell me your pet horror stories, guys. Do you have any? Stupid question. I know you do. Don't say you don't. If anyone comes up in these comments and says, my pet is a perfect little angel and knows better and loves me so much that they never interfere in my craft space, is a dirty, dirty liar. Calling it now. Calling you out right now. I would love to hear your stories about any cat catastrophes, dog catastrophes. I mean, heck, birds. I have a bunch of birds, though admittedly none of them have interfered with my diamond painting process yet. But now that I'm preparing and going to be moving into a crypt out near the pens, that could all change. Who knows? We might start finding bird feathers in my diamond painting kits or stuck to my canvas. I don't know. Any children, wild chaos, like I said, crotch goblins that have come in and caused as much damage as our fur beasts can? I want to hear it all. Heck, what about even spouses? We can't leave them out. They're probably the worst offenders of all. Or am I just like, did I just let a cat out of the bag, so to speak, with that one? Sorry, Sundown. Who has caused the greatest diamond painting disaster in your home? Tell me in the comments. And let's move on to confession number 3, called I Bought It Because It Was on Sale, otherwise known as girl math, or crafty-ish Kristen math. I am just picking on her today. My goodness. Okay. Serious face. This confession reads, my husband asked why I bought another kit. I told him, it was on sale. That sounds simple, reasonable, logical even. But then he said, didn't you already have enough kits to last several years? Now, first of all, how dare he attack us with facts, right? Like, let's back this train on up, sir. Who does he think he is? Hitting us up with some logic. The confessor responded to the spouse and said, "That's not the point. If I didn't buy it while it was on sale, I would have actually been losing money." Friends, this is what economists call, wait for it, creative accounting. Like I said, girl math. This is the same logic that allows us to buy 6 canvases while we're claiming to be saving money. The same logic that somehow turns a $150 canvas shopping spree into a financial victory. And honestly, I totally support it. So, what is your biggest sales purchase? The one that you're just like, but I have to do this sale. It's a once in a lifetime sale. Like, what's your biggest best score? I want to know what the best sales you've seen are, in your opinion. Like, are you a BOGO? Are you a BOGOer? You wait for those BOGO, buy 3 get 1 frees, or do you like the percentages off, Black Friday, buy 20 get 21 free? Those crazy Black Friday sales and stuff. Or do you wait for limited editions? Hey, limited edition, 25% off if you buy it today, kind of thing. Well, I know this has been a hot button topic in our community in particular. So I'm going to duck for cover immediately after I ask this question. But what are your thoughts on the whole FOMO? And have you been a victim of the FOMO marketing or FOMO situations, however they're created, either intentionally or accidentally? What do you think of FOMO? Do you fall for it? Have you fallen for it in the past? Let me know. I think we all have, to be honest. And then I want to also know, what do you guys think the difference is between collecting and hoarding? And maybe, just maybe, don't calculate the total value of your stash. Some mysteries should remain unsolved. And I would argue that's one of them. All right, friends, let's move on to confession number 4. But before we do, can we just acknowledge I'm a rock star right now? I have a little confession of my own. Sidebar, here's a little confession of my own. I am currently heavily medicated, if you couldn't tell by all the giggling. Shoot, there it is. But I'm going through a thing, and heavily medicated on the wrong medicines, to be honest, because they're not working, I can tell you that much. But they make me a little loosey-goosey, a little giggly, and I think I have rock star status already based on the fact that I am actually diamond painting and checking my notes at the same time to make sure that I'm conveying my confessions accurately. So can I get a gold star, please? Or like a cookie or something? Can we get some emojis for your girl? I need a pick me up. Okay, confession number 4. Diamond painting became therapy. Okay. This confession gets a little more serious. So let me put my giggles away. I'm going to try. So this painter writes, I started diamond painting during a very difficult period in life. Mood, same. I can relate 100% to that. They say, I was struggling with anxiety. Oh, same. Did I write this one? Questionable. I might have. This might be me. I couldn't slow my brain down because of the anxiety. And anyone who suffers anxiety knows how that goes. Oh, lordy, do we know. And sometimes just super hyper focusing on these little symbols and stuff can really help distract you from the fact that your brain is like going, you know what I'm saying? At least me, it does. I'm sure it does for you guys too. Those of you who suffer from anxiety, and obviously it does for this confessor here. But they go on to say, they were struggling with anxiety. Their brain couldn't slow down, and then they discovered, diamond painting. The writer explains how placing drills became one of the few activities that allowed them to focus on a single thing. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, not bills, not responsibilities, just one drill at a time. And honestly, I think a lot of us understand that feeling. And like I said, I know I do. Diamond painting itself doesn't solve problems, granted. But, it does give us a place to rest our brain while we figure it all out. And sometimes that is enough. So let's show this confessor some diamond painting love and support. Let me know, how you discovered the hobby. Is your story similar? Because, like I said, I could have written that one. That sounded just like if you would have asked me why I started diamond painting, how I started it, etc. Like this poster could have very well been me, and I don't think that we're the only two in the world that felt this way. So, did you start because of anxiety, or was it something else? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear how you discovered the hobby and why you decided to stick with it. Like what keeps you coming back? And if you're comfortable sharing, how has crafting affected your mental status? Whether you have anxiety or not, I would like to know, what does diamond painting do for you mentally? Does it put you in a happier mood? Does it help the time pass? Does it help you with a physical or medical ailment? Only if you're comfortable. You don't have to say anything at all, but only share what you're comfortable with. But if you'd like to share with the class, we're here listening and, supporting. And why do you guys think repetitive crafts like this are so calming? They are. This is really soothing and calming. There are times where I just, after a particularly nasty doctor's appointment or something like that, the first thing I do when I get home, I literally push people over, push them aside, choo choo, coming through. And you'd think I was having pardon my laxness or crassness here, you'd think I was rushing to the bathroom for a poo-poo emergency or something. But no, I'm just trying to get to my craft table. Everybody out of the way. This is a major emergency. Just kidding. I need my diamond painting. Thanks. Bye. Come get me if you need me, but P.S. don't need me. Thanks. I'll be diamond painting. But yeah, I'm wondering why this craft in particular seems to be so soothing. And I think it really has to do with the repetitiveness, to be honest. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Yeah, the meds are kicking in, we can tell. All right, let's move on to the next confession. Confession number 5. I've been lying about when I bought it. Let that sink in for a minute. I'm going to repeat that, because it's worth repeating. The next confession is titled, I've been lying about when I bought it. I know what's coming. I think we all do. The confession reads, every time a package arrives, I quietly sneak it into the house. Then I add it to my stash. If questioned, I claim, I've had it for months. What are you talking about? Oh, this old thing, this old canvas, psh, this isn't new. What are you talking about? This has been in here for months. I think you're crazy. Check your eyes. Do you need an eye appointment? I can schedule that for you. I think you've lost your darn mind. This has always been here. This is one of the first kits I ever bought. Psh, new. So yeah, this confessor's over here saying, oh, this has been here for months. Not weeks. Not days. Not even hours. No. I don't know what you're talking about. It's been months. Apparently, this strategy has worked for this confessor for years. The writer concludes at this point, people have just stopped asking. They just know that the stash has become self-aware. Even the stash is looking at her sideways. Like, did you just really? It's slowly growing in the dark, and one day it will achieve consciousness. Okay. This confessor has a sense of humor. I like it. So let me ask you guys, how many kits do you currently have in your stash? No stash shaming, friends. No stash shaming. Any comments or replies to any stash shaming will immediately be disappeared into the void. So we're not here to stash shame. So feel free, my friends. I will protect you. I will. Let us know how many you currently have in your stash. Inquiring minds want to know. And remember, lying is a sin. But, rounding down is apparently acceptable. Also, I kind of want to know how many of you use that same excuse. Oh, this old thing, it's been here for a while. This isn't new. Don't you remember? I bought it like months ago. I showed you, right? Remember? Oh, I didn't? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I've had those conversations before. Gaslight somebody? No, this isn't new. You're crazy. I just ordered it. I showed it to you, last month when I ordered it. What are you talking about? I showed it to you a year ago for our anniversary. Don't you remember? Uh-oh, did I boo-boo? Let me just check here. Trying to talk and diamond paint. Whew, that's a tough one. All right, friends. Confession number 6. Oh, this one's gonna spark a little something, I think. Confession number 6. Square drills are not relaxing. Bold statement. Bold statement. So this painter writes, everyone has told me that square drills look better. That's what everybody says. And you know what? Maybe they do. But square drills stress me out. That's their confession. And honestly, same sometimes. It depends. I know certain types of square drills stress out certain people, like acrylic square drills. I had a nightmare acrylic square drill canvas fairly recently that I'm still suffering the post-trauma from, where I'm just like, I look at a square canvas and I'm like, do I have literally anything else I can work on? I'm not ready yet. But this confession does kind of broach the age-old diamond painting argument. One of them. I think the other one probably being licensing. But team square or team round? I think that's been debated since the inception of diamond painting. Let's be nice in the comments. Remember, let's be respectful. We are all entitled to our opinions, and there's no right or wrong on this answer. Both sides, believe they're right, but neither side can be convinced otherwise. At this point, we might as well be discussing pineapple on pizza. So, what about you guys? Are you team round or team square? Here's another kind of hot button topic. Multi-placing or single placing? Look at Mushy stirring the pots here. What about doing patterns for square drills or even rounds, like checkerboard or the stair step type of method? And, what are some of your other personal preferences that you think, kind of fall in these categories? Do you start from the bottom left, bottom right? Do you start from the top left, top right? What is your, now listen, there is no right or wrong way to diamond paint, but what is your right and wrong way to diamond paint? Like what to you just feels right and what to you just feels so wrong? Let me know all the things, you know where, down in the comments. Confession number 7. I accidentally crafted until 3 a.m. Uh-oh. Another one that could have been written by me if I didn't know better. But no, I accidentally crafted till 3 a.m. So the confession reads, I accidentally crafted till 3 a.m. It started simple and innocent. I just wanted to finish, this one little tray that I had going here. I have a tray poured. I want to finish it. Been there. And then I wanted to finish just, one more row. Let me just, I've just got this big color blocking area. Let me just finish this one row here that I'm working on. This one little right here. And then it migrated onto, let me just finish this color. I just need to finish the color. And then it became, oh, look, I finished the section. One more section can't hurt. I got the steam. I got the juice in me. Let me just do one more section. And suddenly it was 3:07 a.m. Every diamond painter listening just nodded. Yep, been there. Yep. Because we've all done this. You enter that state that like psychologists call that flow state. I call it, where did Tuesday go? What's the latest that you have ever stayed up diamond painting? Confess your crimes. Tell us your dirty secret. Confession number 8. I like kitting up more than painting. This writer says, sometimes I buy a kit just so I can organize it. Ooh, I bet these are one of those people that buy like the kits that claim, oh, we have 900 colors. That's I'm being facetious. I think I've seen the most I've seen is like 150. But I bet they buy those kits just to organize them. That's the type of person this sounds like. Yikes. Friends, this may be the most dangerous confession today, to be honest, because I understand it totally. There's something magical about new containers, fresh labels, perfectly organized drills, numerical, alphabetical order, putting all this, putting your little symbols and groupings that only you understand, that sort of thing. I get it. Some people, meditate, and some people, they organize DMCs. What's your, what about you? What's your favorite storage system? Do you like organizing more than you like actually diamond painting? I don't know that I would go that far. Organizing is good. I like it. It tickles a special place in my brain, but generally by the time I'm done kitting up, I'm ready to dive into the diamond painting. Let me at it. I want to actually get to the painting part sometimes, more even so than the organizing. There have been days where I've been like, I wish this kit would organize itself, where I'm like, hey, Sundown, are you busy? Can you organize this next book for me while I finish this one? Because I really just don't feel like kitting up today. So I can relate in some aspects, and some days I can't. It just depends on the day. But I want to know what your favorite storage containers are. And I want to know, what your favorite part of the process is outside of diamond painting. Is it kitting up? Is it kitting down? Would you ever buy a diamond painting just to kit it up? Like, have you done that where you're like, I have to have this one because I'm sure you do it after you've kitted it up, but the primary reason you bought it was simply because you really wanted to kit that up, really wanted to just have that sense of, I kitted up 150 color diamond painting. I'm the boss. I want to know these things. Do you have any like weird kit up rituals or habits or practices that you don't really hear too many other people show or say? Hear them show it? Yeah, you can tell where my head's at. Any kitting up rituals that you don't really see or hear too many other people proclaim to have as well? Do you have some kind of unique magic? Share with the class. We want to know. What to you is the most satisfying part of prepping a canvas? I also would like to know that. I'm curious. For me, it's probably pouring the drills in the containers and crunching it shut, clasping it shut, there's the word, snapping it shut. All right, let's move on to confession number 9. Are we ready? Confession number 9. The symbols make me angry. Uh-oh. I can guess where this one's going too. This painter writes, if I open a canvas and I see O, Q, G, and C beside each other, I immediately become enraged. And honestly, valid. That's totally valid. Whoever designed some of the symbol charts on these canvases owes the community a huge apology. Some charts, some are just beautiful. They have no, conflicting symbol clusters and colors. And it's few and far between that I find them. But occasionally we do see those rare little perfect chart unicorns. But some charts appear to have been created by a sleep-deprived cryptographer. Those are the ones that have all these, like this here has D's and B's mixed together. I just finished one that had D's and O's together. I've had some that have O's and Q's, and you're just like, and they're the same, similar color. And the symbols look very similar, if not identical, and you're just like, why do you do this to me? It's interesting, and I think we see it most often. We see those suspicious, fury-inducing table label situations, mostly in the words are hard, the budget canvases, and less so in the premium. But let us not lie to each other or ourselves. Premium companies are guilty of this too. I know they are. I know you've seen it. We all have. So I want to know, like, what are the worst symbols for you that you've ever encountered? Are there any symbols that, like, literally you see it on the table and it makes you actually put the diamond painting away? You're like, nope, I was going to kit this one up. I see this symbol, my arch enemy symbol, and I refuse, or anything even similar to that. Is there one that you're just like, it just makes your heart sink when you see that that's going to be in your canvas? And what do you think are the worst color combinations? Do you think there are any really bad color combos? I think, obviously the ones that all look the same. Maybe one DMC different, like the one shade of green different, and it has a very similar, like D is, I'm just pulling out random numbers, but D is maybe 616 and B is 617, and they're clustered together and they're both like green and rage mode. And then, do you guys use magnifying glasses? Does that help? Do you use that to help you, like, figure out the symbols when they get rough and hard to tell apart? Or do you use like a light board? I use obviously a light board. I've never been able to get along with magnifying glasses. I've tried it a couple times, not really my jam, but I know a lot of people use those. Do you have any other workarounds that you want to share with the class? when you see difficult symbols clustered together or colors clustered together to help you decipher. Is that a D, a B? Is that a B or an R? Is that an O or a D? Something like that. That's not a light board or magnifying glass. Share with the class. It's sharing is caring, as a friend says. So let's share our tips and tricks for those difficult symbols that put us in rage mode. And we are ready for our last and final confession number 10. I bought it because it was weird. Oh, well, I'm already interested because I've said that a lot of times. That's been my argument for some canvases. I bought it because it was weird, okay? Leave me alone. Our final confession reads, do I have room for a gothic raccoon riding a skeleton unicorn through a haunted graveyard? No. Did I buy it anyway? Yep, absolutely. Honestly, you guys, for me personally, this might be the most relatable confession of the night. Sometimes a canvas doesn't need a reason. Sometimes it just needs to exist. This might be one of them. A zombie, Santa, and Rudolph on a sleigh. It's just weird. Sometimes these kinds of things they just need to be. Sometimes weird art finds you. And when it does, you buy it. No questions asked. At least, I do. Well, Crypt Crew, those are today's confessions. We had some stash crimes, some crimes perpetrated by our pets, shopping crimes, organization crimes, and at least several counts of crafting after bedtime. Now it's your turn. Drop your own anonymous confessions in the comments because, well, once they hit the comments, they're not anonymous anymore. Sorry, friend. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever done as a diamond painter? How many kits are hiding in your stash? And what's your most embarrassing diamond painting secret? Remember, this is a safe place. A sparkly place. A slightly unhinged but safe place nonetheless. Until next time, you guys, keep your drills organized, your pets off the table, and keep attacking that stash. I'll see you in the next one. Stay naughty.